Welcome back into All Andy Alfred Part 2 on Cleveland and 2-3. I am your host, Andy Alfred, and this is Part 2. As always, we do 2 parts on Monday, recapping the national scene and Major League Baseball, NHL, and NBA. Now let's take a look at the Mud Hens. Oh! Nice win on Sunday, but they can't get it done Saturday or today. Let's break down what happened this past weekend for your Toledo Mud Hens. On Friday, the Mud Hens finished up the concluding series against the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Yankees, so they lost 9-8. Ferguson gets the win. He goes to 2-1 with a 5.31 ERA. Futeni gets the loss. He goes to 2-2 with a 4.56 ERA. Welton gets his 10th save of the season. Pierce, Crum, Cervelli, homered for Scranton. Eric Patterson is first, and Ryan Strebe his sixth in front of 8,333. 3 hours and 22 minutes took to play the game. Now the Mud Hens opened up a series against the Syracuse Chiefs starting Saturday as the Mud Hens lost 8-5. Serrano gets the win. He goes to 1-0 with a 3.31 ERA. Ortega gets the loss. He goes to 2-4 with a 4.57 ERA. Matt Young homered, his first of the year, and Wilkie gets the save for Syracuse, his third, from 10,300. 3 hours and 15 minutes took to play the game. Now, yesterday afternoon, in the bottom of the ninth, Brad Eldridge came up in a pinch-hitting role and hit the walk-off home run to get the Mud Hens a 5-2 win. Chris Buchek gets the win. He goes to 1-1 with a 2.66 ERA. Wilkie gets the loss. He goes to 0-2 with a 5.17 ERA. Brown homered in that affair. Now, this afternoon, I was in attendance. I was sitting in section 204, up on the top level, watching the game and taking the score, of course, as the Mud Hens played host to the Syracuse Sky Chiefs. Now, let's take a look at this. All right. Syracuse threw out 4 pitchers in the game. The Mud Hens did not score until the 8th inning. Brown homered on the first pitch at the first at-bat against Thad Weber. Weber went 6 innings, giving up 6 hits on 3 runs, 3 earned, no walks, 3 Ks, no wild pitches, and no hits batsman. Rourke pitched 5 innings with 2 hits, no runs, no earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and 1 hits batsman. In that affair, 10,300 watched it. 2 hours and 39 minutes. I said 2 hours and 40 minutes was the game time for you today. Now I want to break down a key play. It is the top of the 6th inning. We have batters. We have the bases loaded. We have Henry at third, Strebe at second, Worth at first. Matt Young comes up to the plate. Matt, you're supposed to put the ball in play. What did you do? You struck out. That's just wrong. You can't strike out. And he knew it as soon as he swung at it, struck out. Siriaco did a nice job though too. Siriaco in the bottom of the 7th struck out, but got down to first because of a pitch out, and put the Mud Hens in scoring position in the 7th inning. But of course, Ryan Strebe struck out in the bottom of the 7th as well. The Mud Hens went in order in this affair twice: the 2nd, the 4th, and also in the bottom of the 9th. Winners, like I said, the Chiefs were a winner today, 3-1. Rourke gets the win. He goes to now 3-5 with a 3.89 ERA. Whoever gets the loss, he goes to 3-2 with a 2.54 ERA. Pena gets the save, his first. Brown homered in the game, his 9th of the season. No home runs for Toledo in front of 10,339. Game time, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Now, we'll have another edition of All Andy Alfred post-game show tomorrow as the Mud Hens play another day game, the final day game of the homestand, before they hit the road to go to Pawtucket for 4 games. And we'll break that series down for you on Wednesday after their day off. But looking at the pitching matchup, what it would be, the Mud Hens have not posted a pitching matchup yet for them, but Syracuse has thrown Atkins on the hill. They're 3-3 with a 3.55 ERA. If it looks to me, it will be Andy Oliver on the hill. He's 3-2 with a 3.25 ERA. That game's at 10:30 tomorrow morning on BCSN or 12:30 WCWA. And tickets are still available. You can get tickets down at the Mud Hen office. That's a recommendation for you. The last game of the homestand before the Mud Hens go on the road. And then after they go on the road this week, they will come back home on the 1st of June to take on Buffalo in a pivotal 4-game series before hosting the Charlotte Knights. So an 8-game homestand coming up June 1st through the 8th. Looking at the Iowa standings for you, Indianapolis, this is up to date right now. Indianapolis is 23-20, 4-6 in their last 10. They lead the division. Toledo is in second place. They're 23-22, 1 game out of first place, 3-7 in their last 10. Columbus is in third. This is going into tonight's action, by the way. 21-22, 2 games out of first, 4-6 in their last 10. Louisville rounds out the division. They're 15-30, 9 games out, 4-6 in their last 10. It was a good game today for the Mud Hens. Good effort, but you need to pick up the batting averages, especially for what the 9 batters I have today from playing today. 9 batters today. We'll start off with Quentin Berry, who led off. He has no home runs and 11 RBIs. He's a .361 on-base percentage. He's batting a .274. It's not bad. Justin Henry's batting a .336 with no home runs and 11 RBIs. On-base percentage is a .435. Ryan Strebe, .222. Not producing. Brad Eldridge, I know you have 17 home runs and 49 RBIs, but you're batting a really good .306. The month of May. Wait, tell me those numbers won't change when we get to August. Eric Patterson's batting a .257 with 11 home runs and 16 RBIs, a .390 on base percentage. Danny Worth is a .306 hitter. He's got 3 home runs and 7 RBIs with a .378 on base percentage. Matt Young, .276 average for him. Audie Siriaco is batting a .212. Was on the bottom of the list last week. Now he's on the top list. 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. Matt Holliday today, he's batting right now, as of right now, a .228 with no home runs and 7 ribbies, a .310 on base percentage. And the Mud Hens did play really well in front of a lot of kids today. A lot of kids showed up for this affair, as of course, with it being the school day celebration. Like I said, recommendation for you. The Mud Hens are home tomorrow at 10:30 against Syracuse. 419-725-HENS or mudhens.com for more ticket information. Also, Toledo School for the Arts presents Death by Chocolate June 5th from 5 to 7 o'clock in the Garden of Toledo School for the Arts. Call 419-246-8732, extension 217 for tickets, or ts4arts.org for ticket information. And of course, All Andy Alfred is presented by Pepsi Next, with 60% less sugar and real Pepsi taste. Pepsi Next is the new Pepsi of the future. Only 60 calories in this own little can alone. Pepsi Next. You can't afford to miss it. Like I said, not that much happening in the major leagues this evening. Also, the Mud Hens, like I said, played this morning. So I'm gonna take a night off, relax, before this big Tiger series. Let's hope we can get this show in Cleveland on Wednesday. I am Andy Alfred, and I hope you have a terrific rest of the day. And, of course, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together, and especially the teams behind me, especially Carl Edwards, too. Victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat, everybody. Have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for another edition of All Andy Alfred. Love you, Melissa.